So in this particular lesson, we are going to learn about common nouns and proper nouns. So what are common nouns? Well, the most important thing to remember is that common nouns refer to persons or things in general. So when we talk about people or things generally, we use common nouns. Whereas, and proper nouns are the exact opposite, which means when we talk about people or things specifically, so specific, or when we talk about them particular, when we talk about a particular thing or a person, we use proper nouns. So we have a few common nouns here, like we have city. City is a common noun. I can be referring to any city in the world. But when I say I live in Mumbai, when I talk about Mumbai city, it becomes a proper noun because here I am talking about a particular thing, that is the city of Mumbai. Let's look at our next common noun, which is boy. So when I say boys, there are many boys playing in the garden. So here I am talking about boys in general. But when I say that my friend Sam, so Sam is playing in the garden, I am referring to a particular person, a particular boy, and that is Sam. So this Sam is a proper noun. Let's look at the next word, which is movie. Okay, so if I say I want to watch a movie over this weekend, it can be any movie in the world. But if I say that I want to watch the Avengers over the weekend, then Avengers, which is a name of a movie, becomes a proper noun because we are talking about a particular movie here. Now, the next common noun that we have is books. Okay, so when I say I love reading books, I mean, I'm not talking about a specific or a particular book here. I'm talking about books in general. I like reading books. But if I say that Harry Potter is my favorite book, then Harry Potter becomes my proper noun here. And why does it become my proper noun? Because I'm talking about a specific book, which is the Harry Potter. Let's look at our next word. We have places. So if I say I want to travel to many places across the world, I'm using the word places in general. I'm just talking about places around the world. But if I say that I want to travel to Australia, I use the word Australia and I use it as a proper noun because I'm talking about a specific place, which is Australia. So a few pointers, a few things that we should keep in mind when we're talking about common nouns and proper nouns. We use common nouns when we want to refer to things or people in general, whereas we use proper nouns when we refer to a specific thing or person. Also, an important thing, we always capitalize proper nouns, that is the initial letter of the proper noun. So let me give you an example here. I live in the city of Mumbai. So if you can see the word Mumbai, the letter M is capitalized because it is a proper noun, and although it comes not at the beginning of a sentence, Mumbai is coming at the end, but we still capitalize it because the rule is that we always capitalize the initial letter of a proper noun. Whereas we also have a common noun here, which is the word city, and as you can see, we haven't capitalized the word or the letter C in the word city because it's a common noun. We would only capitalize common nouns when they come at the beginning of a sentence. For example, if I say, city of Mumbai is beautiful. Okay. So as you can see in this sentence, the word city and the letter C specifically is capitalized because the sentence begins with a common noun, and only for that reason we have capitalized the common noun in this sentence. And if you see Mumbai again has been capitalized, or the letter M has been capitalized because it's a proper noun. So two things to remember: Common nouns, we talk about them generally. Proper nouns, we talk about something specifically, and we always capitalize our proper nouns, and we do not always capitalize our common nouns. We only capitalize them if they come at the beginning of a sentence. Now let's look at our next types of nouns that are abstract nouns and concrete nouns. So in this lesson, we are going to learn about concrete nouns and abstract nouns. Concrete nouns are nouns that we can experience through our five senses. That means we can see it, we can smell it, we can hear it, we can taste it, and we can feel it through touch. So those are concrete nouns that we can experience through our five senses. So the examples for concrete nouns are flowers, because we can smell them, we can see them, the animal bear, milk, car, water. So these are our examples for concrete nouns. Then what are abstract nouns? Any idea? Well, abstract nouns are the exact opposite of concrete nouns. So exact opposite. So when I say exact opposite, that means we cannot experience abstract nouns through our senses. So abstract nouns are basically, they are quality. Qualities, ideas, emotions. So these are our abstract nouns. Okay, so let me give you a few examples of abstract noun. We can take kindness. Kindness. His kindness got tears or brought tears in my eyes. Then we have honesty, which is a quality again. Love. Freedom. Freedom is an idea. So these are our abstract nouns. So the major difference between concrete nouns and abstract nouns are that we can experience concrete nouns through our five senses. That is, we can see it, we can smell it, we can taste it, we can feel it through touch. And abstract nouns, on the other hand, we cannot experience them through our five senses. They are emotions, qualities, and ideas. So let's move on to our next type of nouns, which are what? Which are collective nouns. So we are going to learn about collective nouns. So collective nouns refer to a group of persons or things. So they talk about things collectively or as a unit. So let's look at these examples. Family, troop, team, army, crowd. So let's take an example. Let's take army. So when I say army, I mean it's a collection of what? Of soldiers. Similarly, when I say crowd, I am talking about a collection of people. So we talk about things or people as a whole, as one unit. Let's look at the word family here. So when I say family, I am not referring to each and every member of the family. I am talking about family as a unit, family as a whole, as one whole unit. So these are our collective nouns. Now let's look at countables and uncountables. So what are countable nouns and uncountable nouns? Well, simply put, countable nouns are nouns that you can count, and uncountable nouns are nouns that you cannot count. So basically, we can put a number before countable nouns, like 1 pen or 2 pens, 3 books, 100 flowers. So as you can see, we can put a number before the countable nouns, which means we can count them. Now let's look at uncountable nouns. So I've written that we cannot count them. So basically what that means is that we cannot measure them, or we cannot put a number before it. For example, when I say water, I cannot say give me 2 waters or 3 waters. I can say give me 3 glasses of water, but that's different. Let's take one more example. Sugar. So if I want you to give me some sugar, I would say, can you please give me some sugar? I can't say give me 2 sugars or 3 sugars. Similarly, the word gold. So these are our uncountable nouns, which means we cannot count them and we cannot put a number before them. Whereas countable nouns, we can count them and we can put number before them. So I hope you all have understood collective nouns and countable nouns and uncountable nouns.